Here we go, 2019 NXL Texas Open. I'm Matty Marshall with Chris Fuller and also Todd Martinez, and we're here in the D4 final match. We're in Xball format now, so no more five-man. We're going to put some time on the clock and see who's going to win between Greed and Nasty. And Todd, lots of Texas teams here, man. We are in Texas. Obviously, we have a lot of Texas teams at a Texas event, but a ton of them made it into these final matches.
Yeah, I mean, we're here in Dallas. I mean, and I got to give it to Texas. Over the past couple of years, Texas has been the biggest hotbed for paintball talent. We see so many teams out of here. The USXBL gets so many teams. Probably the biggest divisional tournament series that there is. They've been working super hard for a long time, and it definitely shows because the talent is out here on display at the NXL 2019 Dallas Open.
Body drops here for Greed as they try to pick a pretty big bite in that center of the field. So Greed now with 4 bodies there on the right-hand side. On the blue side, Nasty in the red, and on the left-hand side, Nasty X. And 12 minutes in the D4 final game.
Another guy walking off for Greed out of the back center, looked like.
On your screen now, Greed repositioning on the D side, getting into D1.
Is it still 5 alive for Nasty?
I believe so. They have all the back bunkers in the pocket, and they also have the mini wall and the wedge number 1. They are on your screen currently. And another body coming off here for Green, so just Nasty doesn't even need to go anywhere. They're just winning some gunfights right now.
Really conservative breakout. They're just sitting there letting guys walk right into their guns.
And now going to make a move up into the middle. Baltimore Nasty shooting towards that Dorito side as the 2 last Greed players are crossed up. Baltimore Nasty player coming up into that Dorito side tower. Another fill out in the Dorito side.
Oh.
And another lost gunfight for Greed over here on the Snake side. Just 1 body left alive.
Well, Nasty has definitely been working on their snapshots apparently and gunfighting, because they didn't really take any ground at all and just won 5 gunfights in a row and didn't lose a body doing it. Solid point. I mean, not even too much to talk about. It was just gunfight win, another gunfight win. Oh, here we go, another gunfight win.
Yep.
Baltimore
Nasty.
Yeah, Baltimore Nasty. Because that was a big team, the DC Devastation guys. They made a pretty good run for a long time, and that's a team that Justin Rabikoff and Kelly Rudolph were helping out for a long time.
Yep.
So jumping into this next point here, and now so Nasty up by 1, 10 minutes to go, and another gunfight loss here for Greed. So they need to tighten it up. They took some good ground though off the break here on the Snake side, in Snake 2, real fast. He does have a body in front of him at the insert bunker here, Snake side.
Greed, though, making the Snake on the break. Now he's going to crawl into Snake 3, and he's about to feast on the middle of this field. There's 1. There's 2. Nasty has no idea where he is. That's going to be 3.
This is how powerful the Snake is.
Oh, and he finally gets picked off after getting 3 kills.
You know, Todd, we've seen this all weekend long with this Snake side. Difficult to get in, but if you get in and they don't know you're there, could be trouble for your opponents.
He tried to retreat over here to the corner and got picked off in the pack.
I think it's just 1 body left alive in the back center here.
I think you're right.
For Nasty. I think that's Taylor Retra there in the middle.
Bounces out to that cake, though, Todd, trying to find a better position. They have no idea where he is.
Now he's over there in that cake looking heads up at the player in the Dorito 3 for Greed.
Very
Retra
easy spot.
in the middle.
Well, he's shooting his gun and moving the bunker, so they should be able to find his body here pretty quick.
He's about to get pinched out.
And Taylor Retra blows him to bits from the blue wedge. Still looking for the rest of his bodies, but his teammate went to town.
So, Matty, we were talking a minute ago about the team. I just have to say a huge thanks to our sponsors. The guys from the NXL, Tom, great guy, jumped right on board, helped us out not only with the foundation, but with the team. And we got Todd over here supplying our beautiful weapons jerseys. We got a lot of help from Rab over at GI and all the GI family. So we are doing really well with support, and we couldn't be happier about that.
Here we're looking at the highlights from that last point. Greed taking the big, Nasty taking the big bite. And we got ourselves a tie game now. But it came down on that snake side of the field, and they went there off the break. So now Greed.
You learned, though, Todd, next year for Dallas, no white jerseys.
No.
We learned that real quick.
The white does look really nice.
When it's white, not brown.
Well, when it's not raining.
Yeah.
So just a couple seconds here, 20 seconds to go before the start of the next point. And these teams have switched sides again, so Greed is going to be on your right-hand side, and Nasty going to be on your left-hand side.
Let's see, is Greed going to go all the way to the snake again? Comes out super wide, shooting heads up,
Right
stops
into
at the
the
can, takes one in the arm.
That was a
Just
beautiful
little bit-
lane.
Yeah, it's a little bit too greedy right there, but looks like they did shoot one body from Nasty.
Yeah, doubling up that back center, going heavy guns for Greed in this one. And they're all out of their spots and shooting their lanes. Nasty playing that pocket that worked so well for them in the first point, winning 5 consecutive gunfights in a row from those positions. But then Greed was able to answer with a really aggressive break. They go back to a more conservative here. As you see 4 players there on your screen.
So, Matty, these guys from Nasty are one of the teams we practice against when we travel up to NR Paintball in Maryland. Really, really good group of guys coming out of NR Paintball.
Do they play a more conservative style?
Well, they have
is
a
it
few-
just because they won all those gunfights that they are going with this pocket play here?
So they have a few different lines, and so it's easy to get them mixed up. They did seem in practice to be a little bit more aggressive than what they're showing now. You know, maybe they polished some stuff up in prelims and they're trying something different here.
Could be the conditions too. The left-hand side of the red side of the field is still a little bit swampy over there, whereas the blue side is a little bit more fresh and clean.
Well, I can tell you right now, this field is like playing on turf compared to what these guys were playing in the past 2 days.
Really?
Oh yeah, the divisional fields were pretty tough. But at least they were tough for everybody, right? It makes it even.
Yeah. So 6 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. As Nasty on your screen trying to wrap around. Oh, beautiful shot on the run, cross field to get a kill at D2, and also a body dropping for Greed from the back center. Best player for Nasty here. Oh, he might have got the shot on him. No, it came off the bunker. But then that player is going to switch to the inside and get run down by Walker. So Walker, number 14 here from Greed.
I don't know what he thought he saw coming up the middle of the field.
Or sorry, Walker. That was Walker from Nasty. Yeah, Coy Walker. So
Nasty getting another one. Back and forth here.
And really nothing, didn't do anything crazy or exotic, as Dave Baines likes to say. No crazy special breakout. They just took that pocket play. Again, the same thing that worked for him in point number 1. So even though that's the more boggy side of the field, it's been working out for him over there. As you see on the replay, it's Coy Walker coming through. Got a couple kills to finish that point off. The center has been so strong all weekend long, and you can see him. I don't know why that player switched back to the center. Just allowing Walker to could have walked up there. But those are my 2 picks to win the tournament.
Wow.
30 seconds.
It's going to be a good one.
Yeah, I mean,
The Russians we've seen able to adapt all over the place. You know, they have so many different breakouts, so many different things they can do. AC, just pure execution all the way through this event. We're going to be interesting to see what the Russians have in store for AC's breakouts, for AC's weapons. Hennenberg, McCurley, Matt Jackson. How's that going to go down? Can't wait to see. Stick around. But right now, we got Nasty taking on Greed. 6 minutes on the clock. Nasty's up by 1, and they lose a body going out to that Dorito side first. Retra up in the middle again for Greed.
We are past the 6-minute mark. 5:53 to go. And Greed at the wedge.
Texas Motor Speedway.
Yeah, right. The people love to come and rev their engines as they drive by over here.
2 bodies walking off for Nasty. First it was Buell, now it's Rab.
And there goes another body coming off. So
here comes
just
the center
2
push.
players. Yeah, so this has been a blow-for-blow game, but the team's winning from the swampy side of the field. The red side seeming to be more effective. Oh, man, he's got shot by his own guy. Lots of friendly fire out here this weekend, too.
That makes it a 1-on-1, right?
Yeah, there's 2-on-1. D2's hot, and also here comes a move into the snake for Greed. Trying to pinch out this last player with a good crossfield spread. Referee is glancing in at the player in D2, but he's clean. And he could just run down the side and end this one here pretty quick, but I don't think he knows the count right now unless there's a body that I'm missing. Nope, that is going to be the last player left alive, so Greed clearing the field out.
I love how on the Greed jerseys on the back where their name is, it just says Greed, and their numbers are $signs.
Yeah. I was looking for that guy's name. I'm like, that's the team name.
Pain.
Oh, those are money right there.
Give me that money with the gold Greed chain on the front. I can't remember all the teams we put the whoop stick to. You know what I mean? No, I'm just kidding. DC Justice. Shout out Stephen Bright.
Maybe a new DC Maps player here pretty soon.
Oh, yeah?
Gino.
We're working on it.
You got Gino. You got J-Rab, Callie.
Gino's a family man, Todd. He's going to be a hard pickup.
So now
Stephen Bright, Luigi Piergolini.
Luigi's back for sure.
Luigi's here. Or do you play with you here already?
No. He was playing D1.
Luigi comes for the 10-man. He's out there playing with the Washington Winstons.
He was playing with the Winstons with Bobby Bowen, also from DC Dev, now playing with the Mavs.
So 2-2, 4:12 on the clock here in this D4 final Xball match.
Ooh. Player over here in the corner for Greed just dodged and pulled it right by his head. He's still alive. He had a big point earlier in the snake. Looking to get in there again. 2-2 game with 4 minutes on the clock. And again, bodies for Greed just walking off as they lose their back center player.
And making a small move over into the Aztec on the D side of the field here for Greed. Top of your screen. Kind of see him from this angle. Now going to move up into the insert bunker, snake side.
Don't let that man in the snake. He's dangerous.
They already helped win a point earlier on in this game.
This tower's looking right at him, though. Just waiting for him to make that move.
Small move for Nasty as they go into wedge 2.
That's Walker.
And Walker winning that last point to tie this one up.
So, Matty, it looks like the tower's posted on the God over here, but not really shooting a lot of pain at him.
Yeah, that tower is just gunfight central over there.
And as soon as I said that, now he's starting to dump paint on him.
Yeah, talk to me about that tower. I mean, the Ironman, you guys had a great run here at this event, but Alan Golding, who we'll see how things go as far as MVP awards. He was so phenomenal for you guys, but that was his spot. He played the tower. So talk to me about that tower.
Yeah, so we talked about it. I mean, that guy has good shots on the spray as he comes into it, but it's really hard to get out on this side. You know, you're either running out to that snake corner and hoping there's not a guy shooting across into you, or this can's kind of dangerous with players running out, shooting into that as well. So the safest spot to go was really that tower, and what we realized in practice is that we had to put our best gunfighter in that tower. Alan is really good at staying alive. There's bounce shots that come into it all day, so you have to be able to stay alive, gunfight, and dodge bounce shots at the same time. And every time I've had a field where there's one of those spots, it had to be Alan Golding because, you know, he excels in gunfighting. I think he's one of the best gunfighters in the league. And I'm not just saying that because he's on my team. I watched him for one tournament out there in Europe with Breakout Spa and picked him up for the Ironman.
So right now, Greed losing that body from the Snakes and burning time off this clock here. No one wants to make a mistake as we're down to the minute 35 mark. Walker wrapping around, trying to get a shot on that Aztec, and also D2 is hot for Greed. Currently we're looking at the player in the insert bunker Snake side, ripping a lane towards the D side of the field. And now looks like Nasty's gonna make a move here into the mini wall.
1:10 on the clock. Tie game. Taylor Retra coming through the middle of the field. Not sure if he got picked up or not.
60 seconds.
So
I'm not sure if he knows where the body is.
I don't think he does. This player's going to wrap around. Oh, he puts his gun over just at the right time to almost get a shot on Walker. So now Walker is up and over the top here as he's trying to get a kill to break this thing open.
Ooh,
help Nasty
that
win
looked
this
like
one.
Walker got shot over the top.
Yeah, it did. And get a little greedy over the top here because it's under a minute to go and trying to win it for his team, but it cost him his body.
No flag, though, Matty.
Oh, and trying to run back to the back center. Didn't need to make that move, got clipped.
I think we're going to see an overtime point here.
29 seconds on the clock. Retra's still alive. I think Nasty slipped on Retra. Not sure if they know he's there.
I think Nasty's going to give it a shot.
Yeah.
Comes through and gets one. I don't know if he's going to have enough time to get this other kill here now in... Oh, and he does get the shot, and it was a one-on-one. No, two-on-one. Yeah, it had come down to a 2-on-1, and he comes in and just destroys.
Stakes went flying.
That nice piece of grass right there.
You're
Look
right.
at that thing.
That's where I would have
Proof that
played.
it was
So
all right.
that's what the grass used to look like. There's the green grass.
What a move right there, though. At the end, taking off, even though Greed hit the buzzer so that they could try and score maybe a 12-second point, but risking life and limb. Baltimore Nasty player on your screen right there, number 22. I think that's Graham.
Some lucky fan in the fourth row is walking home with a steak today.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Graham comes through. There's the trade. And here's Graham, wins a one-on-one with 12 seconds, hits the afterburners. Here comes the launch.
And here it is as he comes in
Liftoff.
over the top of it. Rumbling, stumbling, tumbling, and falling over. Oh, another angle. Oh, we haven't seen that one in a bit since they changed the buzzer position. We saw a little bit of it from Malloy, but he didn't catapult over the... Yeah, Chris Fuller over here looking like an offensive tackle.
I got back center.
Did you play football in high school?
I did.
Of course you did. You're a giant.
Little tight end.
That definitely makes sense. Like, tight end, you get some hands?
I can catch the football a little bit.
So now with just the 10 seconds to go, we'll see if Nasty can hang on to this lead. I don't know if we're going to see any Malloy magic out here. Oh, he just shot his own guy again, did he? Oh. So that is going to do it. Congratulations to Nasty as they take the victory here in the D4 Xball final. So thank you guys for joining us here. Stick around, though, as more action going to be coming at you from the 2019 NXL Texas Open D3 coming up. Don't go anywhere.